Okay.
Okay. So let's start our conversation. Are you ready for it?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm ready.
Okay. So tell me, how are you going? How is your day
Yes,
going? Actually, how is your new year going this year? How this year is treating you?
yes. This year means we all take some resolution in New Year. So similarly, I took some resolution in this New Year. So before this, we should introduce ourselves a little bit so that we can easily know about ourselves.
That's true. You might have some ideas about me. I don't really have any idea about you. You are anonymous for me. So let's introduce each other. Would you like to take the pleasure or you want me to take the pleasure first?
Okay, as you wish.
Okay, you can introduce yourself then.
Okay. So, my name is Ranjit, and I am from Gujarat. If I talk about my qualification, so I have completed 10 plus 2. And if I talk about my some interest things, so I like to draw pictures, and that's why you can see me. I am little bit artist. So this is my small introduction. So now this is your turn.
Thank you for giving your beautiful introduction. I appreciate it. Okay, so
Thank
as you already know, my name is Hima. I was born and raised in India. Basically, I am from Uttarakhand. After getting married, I came to Australia. Therefore, I've been living in Australia for the last 16 years. My qualifications include a post-graduation degree in Hindi honors, which I completed in India from Delhi University. I am also holding a bachelor degree, which I completed in Australia. Therefore, I've been working as a teacher in Australia for more than 10 years. Besides, I have a channel on YouTube which is called The Art of Speaking English. That's all about me. If you are curious to know something more about me, feel free to ask.
Wow, great. It's long, but it is a very good means introduction about yourself. So
Uh,
means nowadays you are living in Australia.
yes, I reside in Australia.
Wow. So you mentioned that you have been living in Australia for 16 years. So yeah.
Yes.
So Miss, in how do you feel in living in Australia? Means compared to the India, how do you feel?
Mm, India is my birth country, so I can't say anything about that. But here, life is very luxury. We have lots of opportunity here. People, they are very nice, very supportive, and environment is very hygiene. So
Yeah.
yeah, so these things like very fascinating, very interesting. I like being here because we have lots of opportunity. After coming here, I realized I took a significant step towards my learning journey to improve myself, to learn something. Because when I was in India, I was just working, staying home. But after coming here, I realized there we have lots of opportunity. I should take opportunity. So that's why I would starting working on my skills, my learning skills, my English skills, my personality, and studying as well.
So you mentioned in this video that you are a teacher. So in which subject are you teacher?
Actually, I teach young kids, so I teach all the subjects. I try to help them to develop their learning dispositions, become an effective communicator, along with developing their social skills and mental and physical well-being.
Oh, great. And means how long have you been learning this language? Means when did you start learning this language?
Actually, if I tell you honestly, I haven't pay attention to it. But after coming here by product, I learned this language. When I came here, I was listening to them very carefully, very attentively. I would write the sentences on my diary because they speak different phrases, different vocabulary, different slangs. That was new for me, so I would write in my diary, I would repeat, I use the repetition techniques, and through that I was able to speak with them. Gradually they would able to understand me, and yeah, so after completing my bachelor, I was perfectly okay to communicate with them.
Wow, great, great. So means now that you are living in Australia, it means you have lots of partner with whom you can easily talk in English, and that's why your English is looking outstanding. I mean, I can say this thing because your English is really means attractive.
It is actually because this is a global language. If you want to connect with someone, you have to make sure you know this language. If you don't know this language, you won't be able to connect with other people. Because even like in India, if you don't know other people's language, if you know English, that is enough. Yes, because we have local languages over there. We don't know all the local languages, but you know English. As long as you know English well, that is enough. Similarly, it's happening to other countries as well. People they don't know each other's language, but they know how to communicate well in English because English is a global language. It has become a global language. That's why people they are taking advantage of it to connect with each other.
Yes, great. So means how many languages you know?
I know Hindi, I know Punjabi, I know English.
Wow, great. And ma'am, do you know Gujarati?
I can understand Gujarati. I have a couple of Gujarati friends here. So it
Okay.
makes very easy for me to understand them. Yes.
I
I'm
ask you
from
because I'm
Gujarat.
from. Yes, yes,
So you know
yes,
Dhokla, Fefla, Thavla, Khandvi.
yes. That's why I ask you that. Do you know Gujarati?
I always, most of the time, I eat here Gujarati food because my colleague, my not my colleagues, my community people, they belong to Gujarati community. That's why I know this community very well. Their culture, they play dandiya and all other thing, all the festivals I know very well.
Yes. Means nowadays means Makar Sankranti is coming, and that's why we are means we are decorating according the Makar Sankranti by buying kites and string, kite reels, everything.
Yes, I know Makar Sankranti, and we used to do the same thing when we were in India, but now we are in different countries, so we don't do that. But we celebrate Sankranti at home. We make some special food to just celebrate.
Okay. Means in Australia, Australia's people celebrate this Makar Sankranti.
They don't do because this is our old culture. No? Like it's India. India is a diverse country. We have local languages and we have cultures as well. But we don't celebrate each other cultures. I don't know your culture. You don't know my culture personally. So you have freedom to celebrate your culture. Similar is happening in yeah. We have freedom to celebrate our culture. So we do it because I don't celebrate Christians festivals.
Yes, 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 yes. I got it. I got it. I got it. So, ma'am, yeah, after marriage, you said that you went in Australia. So then you came back in India.
I came India, yeah, lots of times. I just been
Okay,
I just been to India 2023 in January. It's been 2 years only.
okay, that's great. Okay, awesome.
But I just come there just for a little time, not like just within a month. I just stay there and that's all.
Yes, yes. So great, great. Now, if you have any question, then you can ask me because
You
I have lots of questions and you answer very well. So
you
now this
feel
is your turn.
you feel free to ask any questions. Yes, so I would like to ask about your hobbies and what you aspire to be. Actually, you didn't say anything about it.
Okay, so I mentioned in this video that my hobbies means first of all, I am learning these languages as well as I have interest in drawing pictures because I am a little bit artist and
Yeah,
I
you
like to
said.
draw
Why you said little bit artist? Why?
because because most of the time I give my studies and this time among this time I can come out some time to my that particular means passion. That's why.
But it doesn't mean you are a little artist. It you are an artist. That is enough. That's all. Doesn't matter if you are not able to spend plenty of time towards your interest, but still you are an artist. So don't say you are a small artist. You are an artist. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. So what you aspire to be? What is your future plan?
Okay, so my future plan is where I'm living. Means I'm living in Gujarat. So especially where I'm living, there is no person who knows English except me. So I think I should teach English. I should start teaching English. Which knowledge I have, I should serve them. And that's why you can see me. I my dream is I want to become a trainer. If God give me chance, then I will surely become. And for this, I am working so hard.
Only an artist can think like that, to serve the nation, to serve the country. So that this is a good spirit and you are holding this, that's a great things. And you will be able to speak English well. You are able to articulate your ideas well so far. So yeah. So what else you doing to improve your English apart from the speaking practice?
Okay, so I am talking with the people as I'm doing right now, and apart from this, I am practicing with myself by using this little mirror. You can see I always carry this mirror with me
So you
because I
use
meant
you use mirror technique.
yes, because I said in this video that where I am living there is no one with whom I
Yeah.
can practice in English. That's why I make that mirror my friend with whom I can practice in English, and every day I practice.
I'm so happy you don't have environment. You created an artificial environment for yourself to learn this English, and I can see there is nothing. You don't feel regret that I don't have any partner. I don't have surrounding. You are still happy, and happily you are practicing your speaking skills. And as you speaking with me, and through mirror you are speaking to yourself. These are really commendable. I greatly appreciate you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Because, ma'am, what happened in our means where I'm living, there I feel little bit of fear right now, because I think that if I speak in English, then what people will think about me because they don't know
You
about this.
don't
That's
know
why.
anything. They will consider you, oh, he is a ghost. What language he is talking now? Yeah.
Yes, they think that I am out of control.
Oh, yeah, they will think because this is totally new for them. And when they hear something new, they don't accept it because they are accustomed to thinking in that way, in certain way. And when something new happens to them, they feel like, what is this? This is very strange. They don't accept it actually. But I think English is a global language. They must know this language very well. And because they don't know actually the accent, they don't know the words, the vocabulary, word meanings. That's why they find it very strange when someone talks with them in English. It happened to me when I passed year 12, class 12. I thought, okay, I will take English as a subject in my bachelor. But then I switched to in Hindi language. I thought that people won't be able to understand me. I don't have any surrounding. We had no social media at that time. It was so hard for me. And then I thought, okay, I will listen to the news on TV and that would be enough for me. Then I realized, no, that wouldn't be enough for me because I will not have speaking practice. And then I
Ye-
won't be able to pass the exam. But I was wrong. Now we have lots of facilities. We have technology available, lots of apps there. Still, people are not able to articulate their ideas well in English. They don't know this English. They find it is a very strange language. At that time, 20 years back, I was fine with that much knowledge.
Yes. And means you said that when the person who take English as a subject, then English is very hard to them. But the person who takes English as a language, he can easily learn these languages. So I
Yeah.
learned this language like this way.
It was in my mind. Okay, I will learn this as a language, but at that time it used to be considered as a subject only,
Yes, yes.
no surrounding at all. Now you can understand. Yes. Okay, so what are you doing to learn your English apart from mirror technique and speaking practice? Do you indulge yourself in reading, writing, and listening to English content?
Yes, I every day read, I every day write my thoughts which I create in my mind in English. So I write daily, I listen daily, I read daily because I know this thing. If we have to prepare any languages, then we have to clear over these four pillars. In these four pillars, one pillar come is
Mm.
listening, then writing, then reading, and also speaking. So I focus on this all the pillars because I know this thing. If I means get good command on these pillars, then my languages will automatically good.
That is good. You said really rightly that if we integrate English aspects of listening, writing, speaking, and reading, it will help us to improve our skills. We will be able to extend our knowledge through these four pillars, as you just mentioned. And listening is cornerstone of improving English. So don't underestimate. Try to listen as much as possible, because when you know the word meaning, when you know the sentence structure by listening, you will be able to speak well as well, because I learned this language by listening only.
Yes, yes, you mentioned right. Because we have to learn from child. Means imagine there is a child who is only means 2 or 3 years old who doesn't know his mother tongue languages. So
Yeah,
which way he starts speaking? He
yeah,
starts speaking by listening.
by
First he
listening.
listens. Yes,
Yeah,
first he listens and then he copies the words which he listens and then he use them. So like this way he can start speaking. The similarly we have to do, and that's why we have to give response listening more.
yes, you said rightly. We have to follow the same learning process which a child does by listening and then try to speak. Does not matter if that child is not able to speak well, if that child pronunciation is wrong, and that child doesn't know the grammar. We, because when we learn our mother tongue, we didn't know anything at first. We just start mimicking that language, and after that we learned. So we have to follow the same thing. We have to listen as much as possible, and also we start mimicking, repeating, or use all
Yeah.
these strategies. Whatever we are listening, we need to make sure we speak out. Only that way we can learn. So we, when we started learning our mother tongue, we use the same thing. We used to listen to our parents, siblings, our relative, friends, neighbors, and then we started mimicking those words. Similar we have to do in order to learn English, listening
Yes.
and speaking. Yeah,
Yes. Because the person who means who don't know how to write, how to read, that person can speak English because he
speaking.
has to understand this language. He just have to follow means the people which way they are speaking, just he has to copy them and then he have to speak, so he can easily start speaking English.
That is true. We have to follow the people who speak English, and then only by following them we can learn English better. Otherwise, there is no way to learn. Yeah, because
Yes.
that is their language. If we want to just investigate or explore this language, if we want to do postmortem, okay, I make this word here and there, still I will be able to English, speak English well. It is not like this. We are changing this language according to our comfort zone. We shouldn't do like this. That's why people say like Indian English is different than foreigners English. Yeah.
Yes.
So we make sure we follow them, because that is their language. We are learning their language. When they learn our language, they try to listen to us, try to repeat those words. Then only they can learn us better. But if they think, okay, I am learning Hindi, but I make sure just I do one word here and there, this is not right. That way they won't be able to learn. Their Hindi won't be Hindi. Similar, if we are learning English, we have to make sure we follow them as it is. Don't just try to put our creativity in there.
And also our first thing, if we have to means become a good fluent in English, then we have to first of all to set this mind that I have to become, because until and unless we set this mindset, we are not gonna become.
That is true, because when we learned our mother tongue, nobody told us you won't be able to learn this ever. We told, okay, we will be able to speak this. Similar, now we are learning this language. We have to have this mindset. We can learn this language. This is not a big deal. I learned lots of skills. I learned painting, drawing, singing, dancing, driving, cooking. I can learn this as well. This is just a language, not a big deal.
Yeah.
But We just listen to the people what they're saying. Oh, this is a tough language, this is a tough language, it's very hard, very hard. When we listen to other people's experiences, we think like, oh, this person is not able to speak English well, it will be hard for me as well. Then we make it very hard. Yeah, because of the
Yes.
mindset. Because of the mindset, we have to make sure we clear our mind, we give our mind positive affirmations. This language, this is only a language, I can learn this, and it is an easy language than the language we speak.
Yes, language means I want to message the people that being a Hindi medium, you were means you are from India. That's why your mother tongue language is Hindi, right? And my mother tongue language is Gujarati. So being a Gujarati medium student and being a Hindi medium student, you can speak English and I can speak English. Then why people cannot?
They
Everybody can speak English.
they can speak English. It doesn't matter if we make mistakes. This is the part of learning. This is not our own language. We will make mistakes. When we started learning our language, we were making lots of mistakes. But because we were not in that mindset, okay, we are making mistakes. We learned this language well. Still, similarly, we can use same method. We need to make sure it doesn't matter if I make mistake because I'm learning this language. Native speakers also make mistakes. And when we speak our language, we also make mistakes. We just make some words here and there. And we don't speak properly. We don't speak should the Gujarati, pure Gujarati. We don't speak pure Hindi as well. Yeah.
Yes.
So similar, it's happening with English language. We have to make sure does not matter if I make mistake, as long as I am speaking, that is enough. Better than doing nothing. At least I'm doing
Yes.
something. Yes.
Yes.
We should have
And
this. Mm.
yes, and mistake decreases means mistake increases our experience, and experience decreases our mistake. So if we make mistake, no problem. We
No
will
problem.
make it.
That
Okay.
is true. If you're making mistake, doesn't matter. It's okay. Because people will think, okay, at least I am learning this language. And everyone went through this situation. When I started learning English, I was at your level, I was down even, I wasn't able to understand, I wasn't able to speak at any word, any sentences. But now I am able to speak well because I made lots of mistakes. I'm still making mistakes, does not matter. I'm learning this language. If I'm not learning this language, that is enough. We make mistakes when we speak our Hindi language, our mother tongues. If we are making mistakes while speaking English, doesn't matter, as long as foreigners, they are able to understand me. I am working with them, they also make mistakes lots of time. I told them you're making mistakes here, you have to fix it. That is fine because we don't know even our language properly, how to write sometime correctly and speak correctly as well, because there are lots of different words. We don't know all of them.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes.
I think time
So
is going over. Would you have any question? Feel free to
no, I
ask.
don't.
Otherwise, we
No,
can
I
wrap up our session and we can just meet after some times in future.
yes, yes. Why not? Why not? We will surely meet again. So yes, we can means find up our video here.
Yes, nice talking with you. And yeah, we have been procrastinating this session for a long time because of the time and busy schedule. I am in different country, you are in different country, but finally we had a good conversation and it was so fruitful conversation. I'm so happy to connect with you and listening to your beautiful insight. Keep learning, keep on practicing, and don't say yourself that you are a small artist. Okay, you are just an artist. That is big enough. Bye for
Okay.
now and take care. Yeah.
Okay. Take care.